I have done my graduation from DU itself, then my master's again from DU, and currently I'm doing my master's project, which is on battery material. Yeah, so that project isn't completed. Half of it is done, and I have been judged on that. So I have the report to present, and during my undergraduation, I have participated in a few things such as conferences that are being organized, and I was also part of astronomy group, amateur astronomy group. It was a group of students and so, but I didn't want to pursue that topic as such. And apart from that, in terms of my search for PhD positions, I have already prepared my CV. Now I want to prepare my when I should mail the professor, I should give my CV, statement of purpose, and what all things should I mention? Because half of the things that I have done in past, participated in, are not related to my current topic that I'm interested in, and I'm interested in energy materials. Yeah.
Okay. So Dolly, couple of things I want to mention. You first is looking for a PhD abroad. I'm going to talk about a little bit that, and there's something that you need to work on your CV that I see it very clearly. So definitely, I think the time frame you're looking for is next year, August, I believe, or this year.
So my MSc will be completed in May. So by the end of year.
Your MSc will be completed in May. So when are you planning to move abroad for your PhD? What month and year?
So after my MSc or by the end of the year. It could go like next year, March or so.
Right. But what I'm saying is, have you given your GRE?
No, sir, I haven't given any international exams.
Okay, so that means for the year 2022, August, you cannot apply.
Okay.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, usually applications are due by January.
Yes,
you understand my point?
Yes.
So for August 2022 admissions, all the applications are due by January, and you have not even given your exam.
Yes, so but in the European countries, many positions are available. Since I have completed all my education in English, so they don't have these exams mandatory.
Yeah, but you have to give TOEFL or IELTS.
Okay.
Okay. So here's the thing. I can specifically talk about US because that's where I live.
Yes, sir.
For Europe also, I can say something is even the applications are due by now and you have not even submitted your applications.
Yes, sir.
Most of the decision for August 2022 admissions are already being made by February. You understand my point? So,
yes,
so realistically, I don't see how you can get admission in August 2022. I don't see that happening because you should be giving, usually the way it works is, if you want to get admission in August 2022, you should give your GRE, TOEFL, IELTS by December 2021 maximum, and then apply as soon as possible so your applications are out.
So to start it as soon as possible, so I'll give my IELTS and like apply for it. Yes, very soon.
Yeah, no. So what I'm trying to tell you is, first thing you should do is, see, the way the whole thing works, I just want to tell you, you don't have to rush because you want to go for studies. You just don't want to, you're not going for tourism.
Yes, sir.
Right? So you need to make preparation. I don't think you have done anything. You're just thinking, I will go. Thinking is not preparation.
So I have like shortlisted my list of professors and such things, but I
Right.
haven't
So,
applied. I haven't
right.
mailed anyone.
Okay. So if you have shortlisted your whom you want to work with and all that, do you know the deadline of that school, the admission deadline?
So most of the deadlines are in January, 18 January.
Right.
Many.
And by that deadline, so today is what, 10th? So you
Yes,
have
sir.
8 days and you have not given your exams. I see what I'm trying to tell you is I don't think it's realistic for you to apply and get admission in August. You can think of getting admission in January 2023.
Yes.
The reason I'm telling you, I don't think you can, I'm not sure about your preparation, but usually it takes 2 or 3 months of a very solid preparation of any exam.
Yes, sir.
And so, in my opinion, I'm not sure if August is a reasonable deadline for you. Okay, that's number one.
Okay.
The reasonable deadline for you or to apply is January of 2023. That means you should give your GRE TOEFL or whatever exam by July or August, because application for January are due around that time. Check, go and look at university's website. That's the best way. I can't tell you what the deadlines are, but in my opinion, these are the dates. That's number one. This will also give you time to prepare for those exams and do good in those exams, because if you screw up those exams, there is no way you can get admission in a good or a decent university, which you want. See, going abroad is not the point. You want to go abroad, work on your education, you want to get a scholarship and all that. And all those are only possible if you get a good score. Unless and until you have tons of money, that's a separate issue. Usually people don't. Usually people look for scholarships, and that's only possible if you have a good score. And let me tell you a couple of things. The way it works is how you can get an admission and how you can get a scholarship. Number one, good score. A good score is very important.
Yes, sir.
Your CGPA in your bachelor's or master's is very important. Your letter of recommendations are very important from your professors whom you have taken classes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Again, whenever any student go and apply for PhD abroad, they talk to their professors well beforehand so that they don't have any problem getting recommendations.
So I have talked to my professor supervisor.
Right. So do all those work beforehand and tell them what time you are planning to apply and all that. Okay. And other thing I want to tell you is your CV, you need to work a lot on that. It's not a good CV. And I will be very honest with you, it's very sloppy written. I will send you some example CV. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Please work on that. It's not a good CV at all. The way you have written it, it's a very sloppy. It doesn't seems like a master's student CV at all. Okay. So I will send you my CV. It's not one of the best ones, but it will help you to get an idea. But at the same time, I will say, Google is the teacher these days. Look for CVs. Go for grad students, US or UK. Sometimes students have their CV on their website. Look at those CVs, what they look like.
Yes, sir.
It's not enough to just write, I have participated in that. Nobody cares. Okay. And another thing which doesn't come out from your CV is, you said I'm interested in this work, but your CV has not even a single word of energy storage. Not a single word.
So in the second CV that I have sent, I have mentioned my project.
Yeah, but
It's on
detail.
energy.
You need a little bit more detail. You need what you've done, right? You have not
Yes.
mentioned. So a couple of things that are must in a CV when you are applying for a PhD. Let's say if you have done any project or your master's thesis, it should be very well written and as short description, not like a 1 page, but like quarter, 1/4 of a page. A short description, what you have done, what are your findings.
Yes,
If you have submitted or presented any work, there should be a column of called publication. Okay.
so there's no publication yet.
Yeah. What I'm saying is, if you plan to write it down, if you have presented the work, because as a master's student you should be presenting something. So as I said, these are the things that any professor will look at.
Yes, sir.
Because otherwise, what are you going to write on your statement of purpose? Because that's other important key that you have to write. Statement of purpose doesn't have to be emotional. Oh, I really want to work on this work. I am so dedicated. Nobody gives a shit. What you have done objectively, that's more important. One person writes, I am really interested in pursuing research in this area. Other person writes, I have published one paper in this journal, other in this journal, which sounds good. You know that. That has to be that very clear. Nobody cares about what you think. What you have done is more important. Okay.
Yes.
So that should reflect in your CV rather than just some subjective or emotional content. It's not good. Okay.
Yes,
I have read a lot of statement of purpose where people write these things. I'm so dedicated to work on it. I wish I would, you will give me chance. It's not a good way to write at all. More subjective. Write a page, but very subjective. What's your interest are, what you have done, why you think you can make a difference. What are the findings so far? What people whom you have worked for, why you want to work in this area, why you want to work under this university, why you want to work under this professor, things like that. Yeah, you can use some words, but a line or two should be more than enough, saying that I'm really motivated by the work that professor has done because this has helped me to understand some of the phenomena.
Yes,
but not more than that. So make sure use what you write carefully. Second, I will very, very strongly advise you, don't make any structural or grammatical mistakes when you write something. Make sure your punctuations are correct. Make sure when you write, you have a right place where you have, because let me tell you one thing. Whenever you are going abroad for a PhD, whenever a professor reads it, it's a red flag if he sees some of the very silly mistakes, punctuations. You're not writing capital letters at the right place, sloppy. Nobody likes it, no matter how good you are. Okay, so make sure whenever you write something, if you know someone, ask their help if they can help you to rewrite it or correct it. There is nothing wrong in it. I have done it when I was in India, when I was undergrad, because I was not that good. So I asked one of my uncle who was very good. He was an English teacher. Can you look at it? There's nothing wrong in it, but don't send wrong ones.
yes.
Okay. And but most importantly, I think, Dolly, what you need to do is plan. I don't think you have planned it wisely. When you say that I want to apply in August, that's not a good planning. Plan it out.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And I'm sorry to say, but these are the only things that will help you to secure a good university with a scholarship. Because trust me, getting admission in any university is relatively very, very easy, because these universities are money-making machines. The biggest challenge is when you ask them to pay for it. The only top 1% gets it. You understand?
Yes, sir.
It's very easy to fly to any place and say, I'm studying my PhD or doing my master's. But ask how many students really go on a scholarship versus how many students are paying for it. It's a big difference, right?
Yes, sir.
So if you are one of those people who, like, for example, I knew my parents can't pay for it. I had to rely on a scholarship. If you are one of those people, then you have to work hard. Right now, what you have is not good at all.
Yes, sir.
Especially your CV, you need to really work on it. As I said, I'm going to send you a CV, but look at CVs for other students, because I'm not a student anymore. I've been in professional career for 10 years. So I really would like you to see some of the student CVs, which I might have actually some CVs with, because I talk to so many students. I will forward you some really good ones. The way they have written, the formatting, the structure, the categorization. So your CV should have your interest, then your education experience, your professional experience, what project you have done, your course you have taken. You have not mentioned any course you have taken.
So course that I have mentioned below my MSc.
But course especially that are geared towards your interest. So for example, if you have taken a course on energy systems or whatever,
I have
mention those.
taken a course on nanoscience materials. So I have worked on experimental devices that are used in present-day research on
Oh, yeah,
nowadays.
I see your CV now. Hang on. I didn't see this one. Hang on. I missed this one. This CV. I saw the old one. 1 second.
Okay.
This is a much better one. Hang on. I'm sorry. This is much better. I was looking at your old CV properly. Yeah. This one is much better. Sorry. Achievements, workshops. Yeah. But Dolly, still this is better. This is like 50% improvement, but you need to do a lot more here. So I will go through one by one. Okay. So you have written education. First of all, you should write on something on the top called interest. What's your interest, or what topics you are interested in? And then a couple of things. You have some capital letters, some small letters. So for example, Department of Physics and Astrophysics. So physics is P capital, astro is A is a small. Why?
So
These are not a small mistake. They are very important mistakes. So please, and also formatting, look at, you have Dolly, that's write your full name. You don't have to write your phone number, just email is fine.
In my official documents, I have just Dolly. Okay. I don't use it.
Okay, so do one thing. I don't think you have to write your phone number, just email is good enough. If you need your Gmail address, put your Gmail address. Sometimes, university emails in India doesn't work well. That's fine too. You can put another email. And then education is fine. Again, as I said, punctuation, look at course modules, course taken, okay, courses. So on the top, you have written course modules, and then below BSc, you write courses. So, why there's this difference. Why you have written course module and courses. And you need to do some formatting here. And then MSc dissertation, you have written this, but what your findings are, what are you looking at? You need to write a detailed small paragraph.
Yes, sir. I'll put the description.
Yeah. And achievements is on the first page, and then second starts from the next one. So
what?
In your CV, the achievements is in the first place, and then the description goes next in the second page. Yeah, and Dolly, this, I will send you some example. This is you're getting there, but there is a lot of work that you need to do.
So also in my previous CV, I have mentioned in my achievements that I have won the team poster presentation. So should I mention it as my achievement because it was the team also? It was a part of team.
Yeah, that's fine. But as I said, you're going for a PhD, not for a master's. So you need to be more research focused.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm looking at some CVs if I can. Yeah, this is so there is one CV I'm sending you right now. Yeah, I just send in your Gmail. Try to look at the CV. This is a good one. Let me see if I can find another one. But I just send you one. Try to take a look to that, okay?
Yes, sir.
And let me see. Yeah, this is a good one. So, you know, look at the formatting and all that, how good it is. So I've sent you two of them. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Just take a look and work on it. And if you want, send back to me. But take your time. Don't rush.
Yes, sir.
Other than that, do you have any other questions before we move on?
No, sir. So this CV is quite similar to what all I have done in my coursework as well.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is take a look to those CVs, work on it. But as I said to Dolly, to you, is before that you need to do some planning. I don't think, as I said to you, August is feasible. You can go for January, but before that you need to work on your
Yes, sir.
exams and all that. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Nice talking to you, Dolly. And as I said, if you decide that work on your CV, just send it to me. If you want, I can take a look another one and we'll go from there. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
No
Thank
problem.
you so much.
Yeah. Good night.
Good night, sir.